Hello, Lucas Snowball. How we doing? Excellent. Hello, Mr. I'm here. How we doing? Hello, Ray Logo. How we doing? I'm going to England tomorrow. Excellent. Hello, Sanger. How we doing? How's it going, Sanger? Yes, bright and early today. I went to bed early last night. I was in bed. God, what time did I go to bed? I wasn't actually asleep, but hello, I'm Jad Rashid. How we doing? Yeah, I'm in Preston, in the United Kingdom. Yeah, I went to bed. Didn't actually go to sleep, but I was just laid in bed, and at about before 8 o'clock, and that was it. Sort of drifted in and out of sleep for a while, and then eventually went to sleep, and that was it. And then I woke up this morning at about 5:30, 6 o'clock. Bright as a button. Hello, Ema. How we doing? Josh Farr, I've just looked at your profile pic. You need to think about that. I'm sad you're not looking too hot yourself, Josh. Proper nerd. Number 3 in the sky, yeah. Yeah, well, it's a bad singer. Hello, Ray Lights. How we doing? How's it going, Ray Lights? Yeah, yeah, it weren't so bad, you know. Not bad at all. The usual sort of thing. Uh, hello, Aslam Ibrahim. How we doing? Good morning. Just wish it'd brighten up a bit too. It's done nothing but rain all night, but according to the weather forecast, it's supposed to be better for the rest of the day. I have got my umbrella is attached to the fence, covering everything, so it's not a problem if it does rain. And I've only got my inside mic plugged in at the moment, which you can still hear the trains even from just the inside microphone, you know. Is this line not too busy? Not so busy. Well, it varies. There's been about, in the time I've been on, in the last 5 minutes, there's probably been about 6 trains. Nothing as far as nothing to the busyness of the lines in your country, but you know. You've just any freight, yeah, you've just missed one. But there will be more, but you've just missed one. Literally 2 minutes ago, full of tanks. No, I don't know either, Senga. I've no idea. Not got a clue. I think we've got a Pendolino coming. Hello, Thomas. How are we doing? Has my sound gone off? Hello, 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 hello.
And good afternoon from.
All right, Struggle Street to no sound. I was switching my microphones off and on then, trying to work out. I thought you said I had no sounds. All right, Struggle Street. Right, got you. Pakistani only. Can't hear. I can't hear. Well, then there's something wrong at your end. I've just checked and I am transmitting sound. So if you can't hear, you need to have a look at your stuff. Oh, I can hear your voice a little better. My voice is coming through perfect. I can hear myself, you know what I mean? I can check, but I've got the capabilities to check these things. I like speed trains, excellent. Hello Felix, how are we doing? Yeah, just hears it and no sound. No, I know, I saw that bit. I don't know what's going on, I've no idea. Something, but I don't know what. I'm starting my day. Excellent. My day started about 3 hours ago. Class 373, no I don't. Hello NS fan 1568, how are we doing? It's fantastic to be able to enjoy the trains, yes. It is for sure. Do you know a train company called Eurostar? Yes, I do. It's fantastic to be able to enjoy. Britain, in Britain, Wolfgang, in the United Kingdom. Looks like someone on the track. Well, it's just a bit of wood. Yeah, it is. It's not actually a bit of wood. It's a sign, but it's facing the other way. I think. I can't actually see it in real life. What the hell is it? Next time I get out, I'll have a look. Why do they operate class? They operate class 372. No, I don't know any of them. Sorry. I don't look at foreign trains really. I only look at UK ones. Don't forget, double tap the screen. Let's have a thumbs up. I'm going to have to investigate what that is, Senga. That mini person. I think it's a sign. I think it's the back of a sign, but I'm not 100% sure. Hello, GP Edits. Hello, is Wilden Junction a good place to train? I don't know, I've never been to Wilden Junction, GP. Subden second, like 17, excellent, thank you very much, Wolfgang. PBSS Varma, how we doing? I'm glad you can. Class 390, correct. You see quite a few of them in the next couple of hours. QE. Have you been to Manchester? Yes. That was reasonably slow, that. I think that we're probably only doing about 80 miles per hour. Hello, Lucas Byrne, how we doing? 70, 80, I would think. Definitely not 125, because the line speed on that line that we're on is maximum 90. I think it's between 70 and 80, I'd have said. That's the top speed. Just on that section of line, it's 95. On the next line to it, it's 110. On these two lines close to the camera, it's 75. These two lines close to the camera, they're what they call the slow lines. Down slow and up slow, and then you've got down fast and up fast, in that order. I've just explained all that. It's the line speed. What's the fastest train you have seen? Oh, definitely, that's an easy one, is that? It's the Javelin, which goes down the southeast, and they get up to 150 mile an hour. 395s. They're the fastest train on UK soil. Apart from the Eurostar and stuff, but that doesn't travel fast when it's in the UK. 395 it is. Hitachi Javelin. They are the fastest trains in the UK. Hello, Slava Matvik. How are we doing? Slava Matvik. Matvis. Slava Matvis. How are we doing? If you don't know, it goes 300 km. Yeah, what? 300 km. What's that in miles per hour? About 170, something like that. It's not very fast. I can get 220 kph out of my car. I ain't on rails. Scary sky, yeah, you're right there. Hello, Gail Eva, how are we doing? Just saw a short with Chinese bullet train. Yeah, now you're talking. The Japanese Shinkansen is the fastest railway out there. That's the one. That's the one that every other country aspires to. The Shinkansen railway is the best railway on the planet. Simple as that. I'd love to go there and visit that. I never go on that train. It's the best run, the best operated. It's just best at everything. It's the cream of the crop. Once I saw a train do 208 for me, use the Wi-Fi on it and track speed. Excellent. Yeah, 284. What's that? That's about 160 mile an hour. Sounds a lot. It sounds fast when you put it in kilometers per hour, but when you break it down, 200. What do you say? 284 is about 155 miles per hour. You know what I mean? I've no idea. Pakistani only. I've no idea. £110 mile an hour. And he's a 350, 110 mile an hour. Yeah, it's probably about right there. It's not often they go 110, the 350s, but they do every now and then on the West Coast main line between London and Birmingham. The Brandon Train Spotter UK. Who watched the Guy Martin programme about locomotion #1? I've no idea. I didn't. Hello, Fox Christina. How we doing? I feel like I know where he is. Where who is? Go at Eva. Where who is? They don't do Wolverhampton, Watford anymore. Walsall anymore, right? Excellent. Where do you feel I am? Go Eva. I'm thinking of a train, but I forget it. Alright, very good. I've never noticed that wee person before. There's always a wee person about Senga. He's a little old wee person. Hello, Kane and Jones. How we doing? A wee person on the track. 217 Leyland Road. Flipping heck, Gail Weaver. You're getting good. Are you just sad? Kane, why are you sad? One of my nan's dogs has cancer. Oh, that's not so good. Pakistani, if not. He's like 11 years old. I can't have dogs. I'm Muslim. I know. Why not? I know Muslim people who've got dogs. That's funny. I mean, I know quite a few Muslim people who have dogs. There's two walk past me every single day here with a big brown dog. I can only keep it out. Right. Suresh Madunnery, how we doing? Suresh Madunnery. How's it going? Good morning. In fact, I think it's perhaps good afternoon for you, is it? Little pink house. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, little pink house. And that train will be near Senga in about an hour and 50 minutes. If you ever touch a dog, you have to do voodoo. Right. I see. Hello, Andy Ashworth. How are we doing? It's kind of like the why so much hidden WR323 prints in Northern Livery? Why so much? Because the Northern are using them now. Where are we? We're in on the West Coast Main Line near Preston in Lancashire in the UK. Do you think they've been working on the lines as side of track looks messy? Don't think so, but you never know. I've been on a TGV before, excellent. Oh my god, there's a guy just walking past me with, looks like he's got pyjamas on. What on earth? Super Tomo, the Stasia McManus in it. Hello, Marcus Gad, how are we doing? You get all sorts through here. Just walked past wearing pyjamas. Well, I'm not joking. And he had his, I don't know, there was something not quite right with him. Let me guess which province you live in. I don't live in a province, but never mind. Liverpool. No, I don't live in Liverpool. Definitely not. If you guess what town I live in, I'll give you a prize. the sun is lighting up the field. Like a green sunspot on the field. I live. Yeah, you're near Watford, I think, aren't you? It's hard to guess where. Hello, Lyndon Southcott. How are we doing? You're in Oswaldtwistle. Are you in Oswaldtwistle? There on the stair, where on the stair, right there, a little mouse with clogs on. Well, I declare, going clip clippity clop on the stair, right there. I live next to Birmingham. Excellent. Excellent. Lyndon Southcott. You live in Oswaldtwistle. Excellent. I used to live in Oswaldtwistle. Oh, I see. I see. You're a professional stalker. I'm getting it now. Cherry Tree. I'm not. I don't live far from Cherry Tree, but I used to live in Oswaldtwistle, but I've moved. I feel like somebody knows me here, and I can't think who it is. I live far from Paris. Well, I live far from Paris as well. Do you like that, Senga? You said that dreaded word, and you know the deal. You know the deal when you say that word. Don't say it again, please. I can only do it once. I think I know who that person is who said cherry tree. If it's who I'm thinking it is, it's somebody I haven't seen for a while. Am I correct? I usually see him at the station every now and then, and I haven't seen him for weeks, saying that I haven't been there much myself. If I'm not the right person, I could be totally wrong. But I think it's somebody who goes on the station taking photographs and stuff. And I think he used to be there quite often, but I haven't seen him lately. If it's the same person, I could be totally wrong. Hello, banking world. Which place? It says it in the chat. If you look in the chat, it's the pin message. I put that in just to save keep repeating myself. Look at the pin message in the chat. What is aqua level? Strange sky, yeah. Well, it doesn't matter if it rains, Sanger. I've got my umbrella attached to the fence, so it won't stop any proceedings. And my microphone's in the car with me. I'm using just an internal microphone in the car because it still picks up the outside sound anyway. You're lucky it's sunny, not for me. You're lucky it's sunny, not well. It's not really sunny here, to be fair, but it is supposed to improve as the day goes on. There's 110 people watching, but only 35 thumbs up. Come on, let's balance the books a bit. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Blue skies. It's always blue skies up there, saying I'm beginning to think you're having me on and you're actually in the Seychelles. you're not in Scotland, you're in the Seychelles. You're in Mauritius on a tropical island having a pina colada. I wish. something abnormal coming down, and it looks, I don't know what it is, but judging by the single light on the top, I think it's the route, what they call the route learning class 66. I think it's a single DB cargo on its own which has been doing route learning, and I believe, I'm not, don't quote me on this, that it's doing it for the West Coast mainline closure that's happening over Christmas and into January, and it's something to do with Avanti drivers, but I could be totally wrong. But I just picked that up off another video on YouTube, a channel I watch on YouTube called Leslie Gilpin, and he ran about it. But here it is, it's just a single DB cargo, class 66 on route learning difficulties, and this train is going to go through Blackburn and everything, I think, and up the Settle to Carlisle line. It is very slow, yeah, it's because it's crossing the points, you see. Can't wave at it, you can't see me, I'm behind a wall. I can only see what you see. I can see a dragon in the sky. That's 18 GT. How we doing? I'm struggling to. Oh yeah. I'm not sure. I thought for a minute that I could, but some days I'm better at spotting things than others. If you get me drift. Hello, Graham Potts. Been down that line a few times to Blackpool. Excellent, Graham. How's it going, Graham? Not a detail like its head and neck. Right. Amazing how many different people you see here at this time of morning. You see a totally different collection of people. What I'll do this morning, hello, said I. Said I. Hello, said I. Said I. Hello, hello, hello. Those clouds changing quickly. Had all sorts of sky, yeah. Yeah, it's very changeable, Sanger. So when we've no trains, we can always, you all can always talk about meteorology. I haven't even got my iPad out yet. I don't even know what's coming. Wind's just getting up a bit. My umbrella started flapping around a bit. I'm glad now the sound actually comes into the car and it still picks the train sound up on my microphone, because it's a bit of a game changer, is that, when the weather's bad. Because you won't get all the noisy, non-train related sounds from outside. Hello, Callum, how we doing? The horizon looks slightly cockeyed, unless it's my opinion, unless it's just my eyes. Hello Leeds, how we doing? How's life in Leeds? Squirrel just tried to come in again. Oh, hellfire. You've not left some cashew nuts out for it, have you? Whereabouts in Preston are you? I'm just south of Preston on the West Coast Main Line. At Penwitham. I am at the bank. In my daughter's window again. Right. Callum, 67. What's that mean? Wasn't barking this time. Okay, Paul. Yo. How we doing? Okay, Paul. I reckon you're in Philippines. It's a trend and meme. What's a trend and meme? I don't know what you mean about the meme. I'm not down with the kids on all this jargon. 67, right? I mean, what does 67 mean then? What does it actually mean? What's it saying, 67? Volvic, a touch of strawberry. What does it mean? You know, what's it about? My favourite number. Your favourite number, is it, Senga? 67? Nothing, it's just something people say. Alright, I remember that. From next time I bump into somebody in the street, I'll go, hey, 67, brother. Graham Potts. Last stream I watched was the one with a massive train with all the logs. Oh yes, yeah, I'm sat in my car at the moment. Yes, oh you remember that, that's the log train, yeah. You won't be seeing that today because it'll be dark when that comes, so the log train's off the menu for the next few months, I'm afraid. 1967, is it? What's the significance with that year? Senga, 1960. Oh, of course, you don't need to tell me, I remember now. It's the football year. I like 47 because it's a number of the class 47, yeah. We had two class 57s through here this morning. Two 57s. Top and tail. But I hadn't set my camera up then, so they weren't on the stream, unfortunately. But I did video them, so they will be going up on my channel. But still working at the signal box, excellent. And whereabouts are you? Okay, Paul. You're not in Australia, are you? Hello, Jean-Paul Robert. How are we doing? Hello, Russian person. When? When? Excellent. That's an entrance. When? When will I see you again? We must be early risers, yes. Either that or we're just idiots. One at two. Early risers are idiots. Hello, Vasil Levski. How are we doing? Is the Intercity 255 coming? No. When? Now we've got interval. It's like countdown, is this? Single words and question marks. Yeah, the Intercity 255, I've never even actually heard of that train, unfortunately, so I don't know. I've not actually heard of an Intercity 255. Knit 2. Aha. Yes. Knit 2. It's a great game, is this? Should have brought a Scrabble board with me. Working on a 2-day shift in Signal Box. Excellent, Otpo. Is it on the inner train? Is it? It is on the LNER train company. All right. I think you're thinking of Intercity 225. But yeah, well, there's no Intercity 225s up here. They're on the East Coast on the LNER. On this is West Coast main line. You watched the blue lights last night. Excellent, Senga. I've saved it in my watch later, but I was catching up last night on other YouTube videos that I subscribed to. I was watching Billy Moore, Charlie Veach, and By the Curb. So that took me about 2.5 hours, 3 hours to get through them. Because their videos are usually about 50 minutes a piece. And I kept dozing off, falling asleep, dozing off. But I have got blue lights on my watch later. On the iPlayer. Oh, you're watching first season? I've watched first and second. That was so sad, the first season. On third episode with Jerry. Favourite train operator? I don't really have a favourite train operator. I don't have a favourite train. I don't have an favourite train operator. They're just trains to me. Trains and train operators. I have trains that I don't like, that I don't care for. Hello, Dame Earthis. How we doing? Who is coming? I signal a lot of 8.0s, 100s and 8.05s. Excellent. Who is coming? Who is coming indeed? I don't know. Hello again, Russian person. I will find my film in next 14 days once clearing the attic. Yeah, don't forget to look for your Chicago the Musical DVD. Hello, Aurora from the Solomon Islands. Wow, you're the first person I've ever had in from the Solomon Islands. Hello, Sean. How we doing? I've definitely never had a Solomon Islander in before. You are unique, Aurora. Definitely not had a Solomon Islander in before. I usually remember people's locations, but no. Solomon Islands. There's a place. My God. Excellent. Yeah, I don't mind the Class 66. Can't believe at Melbourne, Oz, it is raining. Oh dear, that's not so good, is it? Yeah. Jonathan Wilson, hello there, how are we doing? Hello Virgil, how are we doing? Solomon Islands, yeah. I'm not even going to bother asking you what the weather's like in Solomon Islands. I bet it's absolutely beautiful. That's one place I'd like to go, Solomon Islands. I think if I won the lottery, I'd seriously consider that. Hello, Prince Sani, how are we doing? My Senga hasn't asked me what the capital of it is yet. Hello, Olbach is back. How are we doing? Solomon Islands in the Pacific. Yeah, beautiful place that is. I'd love to go there. The capital's called Honiara, I think, or Honiara or Homiara. Honiara, is it? I know it, but I'm not sure I'm saying it right. It's something like Haniara. In the continent of Oceania, if I'm correct. Yes, not far from Australia, Solomon Islands, quite near to Papua New Guinea. I see one cow, not moving. Yeah, I can. Blimey, you've seen one more cow than I am. I can't see any. I'm still thinking about Solomon Islands. God forbid. I'd love to live there. That is heaven. Heaven on earth. I think Solomon Islands are... sorry, my microphone just fell over then. Or Hawaii. Hawaii, yeah. I'd love to live in Hawaii. Now we are now in winter time. Yeah, how's life in the new house, old Mac? Are we getting a bit more straighter? How's Fergus doing? He's not singing the blues, is he? Sorry. Oh yeah. I don't know why. I always when I say Hawaii, and it's like when that guy went in yesterday. I forgot his name. He was in Hawaii. He comes in quite a bit, and I always think of America, and it's nowhere near America, even though it's American territory. But it's a long way away. He's asleep now. There's a surprise. Excellent. Yeah, I'd love to live in Hawaii. Can't wait to be settled. Yeah, yeah. I know what you're going through, Sanger. Believe me, I do. Cocktails at the beach. Yeah, definitely. I had relations in Canberra. We used to holiday. Oh no, I'd love to go to Hawaii. Oh God, I would. I'd like to go to any of them islands. Anywhere in that sort of area, even lower down. You know, if you go further down, you've got towards Australia. You've got like other islands. I can't think off the top of my head. Is it Cook Islands, Samoa, Tonga, Fiji, all that lot? French Polynesia or whatever it's called, all them. New Caledonia, Norfolk Island, Solomon Islands. I'd love to. I know they're further down than Hawaii, but I'd still love to live there. Perhaps, only thing is with him, I think a lot of them lower down ones, you're probably going to let a lot of dodgy weather, as in very noisy neighbours. They're doing my head in, oh dear. That's one thing when you move into an house. That's the one thing you don't know about, do you? The neighbours. Because if you say you go and have a viewing, the people are always going to... If I had noisy neighbours and I was selling my house, I'd make sure that the viewings were arranged when I knew my neighbours weren't noisy, if you get me drift. If that makes sense. Saying I had neighbours that partied till 4 in the morning and then went to bed and slept all day in a hangover, I'd make sure that all my viewings were in the morning when my neighbours were busy sleeping off their hangovers. You know what I mean? Just to get rid of it. Unfortunately, it's just the way it is, isn't it? There's nothing you can do about it. It's, well, you don't know until you actually live there the true stuff that comes out. We used to have neighbours where I used to live when I lived at home, and don't get me wrong, I got on with them really well, but every now and then, quite often at weekends, they'd party till all hours, and they were really, they really But I tolerated it because it wasn't every weekend, but it was certainly 2 or 3 times a month, and it used to drive me mad sometimes. You can't pick your family, colleagues, and neighbours. No, you're right there. You're right there, Mac. I'm determined to lose this microphone. Let me clip it back somewhere. You certainly can't. Oh no. Yeah, it's not easy. Are they when you say they're noisy, do they just bang around a lot, or are they, are they boozers and partying till late, or are they just noisy as in bang around a lot? What kind of noise are you getting? Sort of music, or just generally making a racket? Like an alcohol racket, or is it just noisy? Always try and buy a gable end if you can. At least you reduce the risk by 50%. Constant visitors, right? And are they speaking louder, just banging things around louder, or are they drinking? Are they drinking and playing music? My neighbours in this house very noisy, yeah. Problem is, if you're a quiet person as well, and you live on your own, you tend to notice noisy neighbours more than ever, you know. My brother and sister-in-law, they used to have noisy neighbours, and they'd party every night, boozing and singing every night. So what they used to do is in the morning, before they went to work, they used to put speakers against their wall, right up against the wall, and just play music all the day when they went to work and left it playing on repeat. Constant shouting, banging loudly, talking loudly, banging doors, right? Yeah, I'm same, Mike. Now you're in Ireland, Mac. Are you still doing the radio show? I take it you're still doing that, are you? Because I presume it doesn't really matter where you are, does it, with these radio shows? Because, you can do them from anywhere now with the technology nowadays. The world is a very small place. Yeah, definitely when you live alone, you do notice more. If you're in a house with a wife and kids and there's quite a lot of activity, you tend not to notice stuff as much. Two shows now, excellent. We've got radio stars in chat. The other day we had what's he called? Steve. He won Sweden's Got Talent. Sweden's Got Talent. He lives in Sweden, by the way. And he won Sweden's Got Talent. Wednesday at 7:30 a.m. and Saturday at 3 a.m. Excellent. Video killed the Our star Steve, some singer and comedian. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's very good. He's a good all-rounder. I see one crow. Blimey, you've got good eyes, you, Mac. I'm not seeing these, and I'm actually here. There's usually a single magpie about. Video kill the railway star. Hello, Henry Dupuis. Dupuis. Hello, Dennis Rosario. How's it going, Dennis? Are you still in your truck? I hope I'm on the right Dennis here. Last time I spoke to you, I think you were somewhere in Europe driving a truck, if I remember rightly. Or am I on the wrong Dennis? I thought he said cow. One cow, one crow. You've got to go. Oh, I can see the crow now flying across the field, yeah. I've got it. I can't see the cow, though. Blimey. I just cannot see the cow, and I'm looking at the same screen as everybody else. I can't see the cow. I'm actually looking out my car window now to see if I can see it, and I can't see it. Can you see the cow, Sanger? I need to get my lamps into, I think. Yep, you're the truck driver. I thought you were, Dennis. Whereabouts are you today? Anywhere nice? The cow has just wandered off. All right. Yeah, I don't know what happens, but when there's usually a good field, the farmer must shout to them because they all go trotting off into that top right-hand corner and through a gap in bushes. So he must have some food in there. Some cow food, whatever they eat. Something that's more exciting than just standard grass. Because when he comes out, the farmer, they don't half all go wandering off at high speed. Unless it's to be milked, maybe, I don't know, but they certainly all shoot off. That's... Hello, British Rail Spotter and Plain Shorts. How are we doing? I can see a wee man, but yeah, I can't even see this wee man because I'm a slight. Well, I can see it on the screen what you mean, but I can't actually see it physically because I'm further up the. I'm parked in a position where I can't see around that corner. Hello, Vimova. Train come after 2 minutes, maybe. I just saw 50008 and 50007 at Swindon. At Swinton near Sheffield. Excellent. Oh my God, we've got loads of children coming up here. I hope they're not going to. But, that's what you need. That a load of children vibrating the fence. What time is it here? It is 10:43 a.m. Very angry clouds. Yeah, they are. I was getting very angry. All them children swinging around on fence, rattling fence around. But there you go. They were with the parents, so I knew it weren't going to be a major problem. Beautiful view. Thank you, Vimova. I am seeing tornado 6123. Yeah, that's going somewhere today. Is that I noticed that on Rail Advent. The tornadoes on the move today. Jesus Christ. Whew. Yeah. Somebody just walked past there, took my breath away for a minute. Good Lord. Take my breath. Yeah. Take my breath away. Pardon me. I'm taking my last load because I'm going to have a flight to America. Excellent. Certainly getting about, Varna. Driving a truck 15 hours from Switzerland, unload there in Zurich, then reload for Germany via Italy, Sweden, then Germany. Good grief, you are getting about, Dennis. I used to be a truck driver, but not internationally, just in the UK. And I used to, every day were 15 hours for me, every single day. By the time I'd got in it and actually finished, every day were 15 hours. You know what I mean? Even though you're only allowed to drive 9, but you collectively, with all the places you were stopped at and messed around at, if you were always at it from 4 a.m. till about, oh God, it were like 4 till 7, 8 p.m. every single day. I used to set off at 4 a.m. because you weren't allowed to set off before 4. It were always 4 a.m. and it were always 7 o'clock ish before I were done. You know, it was a job I didn't do for long. I did it for about 15 years, and that was enough. My breath got took away last night. I had an asthma attack in the middle. That's not so good, Senga. You don't want any of them. Yeah, it's a job I certainly don't want to go back to. I wouldn't go back to it. There's no doubt about it. God, I hated going around London. I despised it. I'm going to say to Doc's definitely been a change in my lungs. Yeah. You know, first thing they say it for everything. No matter what you go to doctors with, they always say give up smoking and give up drinking. You know what I mean? That's the first thing they always say. You go with a sore thumb and they'll tell you to stop smoking. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, start vaping, Senga. I know it's the same as smoking, but it's not as damaging, that's for sure. You know, they think I don't smoke. Who thinks you don't smoke? I'm drinking 2.5 years, I don't miss it. No. Jane Bon. How we doing, Jane Bon? Well, you know you can do it then, Senga. How's it going, Jane Bon? Janie Bon? Oh, the docs of the hospital, they don't know you smoke, blimey. Summertime in Italy, excellent. Yeah, they probably do. They probably know you're fibbing to them if they've ever done a chest X-ray or something on you. They'll know about that, I would imagine. But I've done it 4 times now. Yeah. Well, I knocked fags on head in 2003, I think it were, when they went to a fibre a packet. I used to smoke Benson and Hedges, and I said when they get to £5 a packet, that's it. And I think now Benson Hedges are 20 quid a packet now. They're nearly 20 quid a packet. 20 quid for 20 fags. Good lord. My only addiction now is cheesecake. Yeah, I must admit, I love cheesecake. I'm not allowed to eat it, but I love it. I'm on a strict food regime, so cheesecake is definitely off the menu for me. But yeah, it's the difference between smoking and vaping is, I mean, well, I don't know if it's the same, but with smoking, you suck it down into your lungs, where vaping, it only hits the back of your throat. It never really enters your lungs, you know what I mean? Okay, Dennis, I'll catch you later. Have a nice sleep. Have a nice sleep, Dennis. £50 in Oz for pie. That's ridiculous, is that? See, I vape, but it never goes past my throat, you know what I mean? It just goes into my mouth, touches my throat, and it's back out again. I don't, I don't suck it all the way down. But when I used to smoke, I'd suck on it and all the way back, so it made your head spin. You know what I mean? Catch you later, Dennis. Safe travels. £50 for a packet of fat. That is ridiculous. I couldn't believe it when they went up to £5. Yeah, I think that's the difference with vaping. Well, it is for me anyway. I mean, I don't know if other people are the same, but I don't suck it past my throat. I just fill my mouth to my throat, and that's it. Just so I get the nicotine, and then out it pops. I don't feel any different for vaping, but one thing for sure, my wallet does. It costs me about, well, it's less than £10 a week anyway. That's for sure. It's less than £10 a week because I buy 5 of them little bottles for a ten. Is it 5 for a tenner? Or 3 for a tenner? I'm forgetting one or t'other. Because I don't. I'm a bit fussy because there's that many of these fluids around now that are made here, there, and everywhere. You don't know what the hell you're putting in your mouth. Did you ever mix it with Rastafarian Old Holborn? I remember Old Holborn. That were like rolling tobacco. Used to come in a little square pouch. I remember that. Yeah, so I only get the 2 brands that are made in the UK, me. And there's only 2 brands. All the rest of them are made abroad. And I just do not trust them. I don't know what that. You don't know what the hell else in them. Hello. Yeah, right. Yeah, well, yeah. I'm just out to put when I'm on the way back. I've got yeah, definitely. Now it's probably more likely batteries flat. If batteries flat, it's such a big. I'll have a go now. I'll try and ring myself now. But I'll be going on. I'll be home in about an hour, so I'll ring and see what's going on. All right. See you. Bye bye. Hello, is it me you're looking for? It's funny, old Mac. I've been playing that on piano. That song. Been playing that on piano. Can you hear me all right? I had to mute my microphone then when the phone were ringing. That song. First time I would use a pen vape. They just came out at the time. Used to go in your mouth. Pwah. Pwah. What? What kind of word's that? Half term this week, so the little darlings are off school. Me spitting out the oil. All right, yeah. Oh yeah. If you got a NAF machine, Sanger, you're punting up brew with a NAF machine. You need to get a good quality one. I always go to Totally Wicked for mine. Smoke on the wall. Yeah. That's my new entertainment. You see, when there's no trains, I get a quick do on mouth organ. Yeah, some of them machines when they first come out were absolutely awful. You know, you get a mouthful of juice and all sorts. They were terrible. They really were. Yeah, I know which one you mean with the mini arc. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Totally Wicked are the best ones. There's no doubt about it. They're far superior to all these other imported ones. The one I use now is called, I don't know what the hell it's called, to be honest with you. It's called Aeromax Boost. Totally Wicked Aeromax Boost. You don't get anything in your mouth. No leaks, no nothing, and it's very slim. It's only small. It's about the size of, if you were to hold two cigarettes side by side, that's about how big it is. It's that wee wicked face. Yeah, this has got the little wee wicked face on it. Hell in the hand cart is my favourite phrase. That's your lot for today. Cost a fortune, that mouth organ, believe it or not. Probably, yeah. Well, what they looked at it, you see, they looked upon it, when people used to go to all these concerts and they used to blow smoke out of these machines, and somebody come up with the idea to make fluid out of the smoke that comes out of the machines. You see, that's how it originally come about, because obviously that stage smoke is harmless, so that's how they came up with the idea about the vaping. It's the same chemical, but they've just added a flavour to it, and obviously refined it a bit and made it a bit better, but generally. Fit your car. Well, I do actually have one that I could fit in car. I have a small one. I do have a little small electric one about, but it's still quite large actually. It's still probably filled dashboard. I watched a wee Chinese man. Yeah, yeah. It's the fact that you're not sticking stuff in your lungs. You see, with vape, you do not. I mean, I've just been thinking about it then and actually deciding, and it doesn't go into your lungs like a cigarette used to do. It tends to just go to the back of your throat and then back out again. And as they say, the only thing that should go in your lungs is fresh air, in theory. I'm waiting on a few things in the post, but the post doesn't arrive here till 3:15. Oh, that's it. In fact, you're glad you reminded me that I've got some parcels to collect as well. But they haven't arrived yet, but got to collect them from the Amazon cabinet. But I'm going to stop this stream shortly and go and have some dinner or something, and I'll be back on again this afternoon. Sort of from about one-ish it'll be, because it's getting dark at night. It's getting dark early. Oh, I can see the one cow now as well. In fact, I can see more than one cow. I can see two cows at least. Brown ones. Just add steroids to the vape and you'll feel better. Excellent. Hello, no one. Hi there, no one. When I started smoking again, no, I had to buy menthol cigs, right? Well, that's what I smoke in the vape, menthol. That's what I always use in this menthol. Liberty Flights menthol. That's the only liquid I ever get. It's called Liberty Flights, and it's made only around the corner from me actually. That's why I get it, because I know it's made in England and it's made from right stuff. I don't want something that's been imported and you don't know what the hell's in it. No way. I like it to be made by a proper governed UK company. But alright, catch you later, Mac. And you know, I don't. But yeah. Hello, Muzamil Allen. How are we doing, Alan? Muzamil Allen. How's it going? Yeah, we've got a massive it's a totally wicked based in Blackburn, so we've got the huge superstore and warehouse and everything here. But like I say, I don't use their fluid. I'm not keen on it. It's a bit thin and it doesn't last as long. I use their machines, but I use Liberty Flights fluid.
Welcome.
Hello, Vasya. How we doing? Sometimes I would change to pineapple for a change. Yeah, I'm not into all the fruity flavours, I'm afraid. All these fruity, weird flavours. I just stick with the menthol. I have got some bottles at home of tobacco flavour, and they're absolutely awful. And it was only because I were out and the woman in the shop gave them me by mistake. I never asked for them, and it weren't until I got home and it was a shop in Bolton that I got them from. So I've I've never been bothered to go back and swap them. I should, if it had been in my usual shop. Well, saying that, she wouldn't have got it wrong, but had she got it wrong, I could have just took them back in and swapped them. But I'm not traipsing out to Bolton. So they're just stuffed in cupboard at the moment. I keep thinking one day somebody will come along who smokes tobacco flavour and I'll give them. 2019 I stopped smoking without a vape and done it no problem. That's it. That's good, Sanger. As soon as you get in this new pad, have another go. And it's not just your health, it's your house as well, isn't it? Because it buggers up decoration, smoking and everything. I remember when I used to smoke and we decorated, bloody hell. Took about 10 coats, did ceiling. And then you move pictures and there's all marks where pictures have been. Yeah. Hello, Teesside, how we doing? You just got up. Oh, it's school holidays, isn't it? Well, I'll be stopping shortly, Teesside, because I've been on for quite a while and I'm going to have a break. And then I'll come back on later on this afternoon, about 1 p.m. because I have an errand I've got to do. I got horsey woman's walking past now. I can't smoke outside unless abroad. Yeah, but you don't mind when you're abroad, do you? No, nothing special really. A couple of Class 57s earlier on. I've had a couple of Class 57s and there's been 3 steam trains, Middle and Pullman, about 8 freight trains. and tornado's been through, and Sir Nigel Gresley. Hello Mustang, how we doing? How's it going, Mustang? I'm only joking, Teesside, they haven't been through. And that's just gone through is the route learner that somehow seems to have found another class 66. When it came past an hour ago, it only had 166, and now it's 266s. Just woke up for a Mustang. Excellent. Well, that is the last freight train. I'm just going to check the timetable, but that's the last freight train until this afternoon. Hello, Mama Ches, how are we doing? Just looking at the timetable to see if there's anything else. Doing the next Harpley sidings, that one's just gone through. QIO. Seven car DMU. Lumo. Alright, Lumo. What the hell's this? I'm just going to wait for this next one, I think, because it's an unusual one. Let me just work out when at time it's going to come through here. Very soon. So I might just wait for this next one. It's going to a place called Polmadie, which is in Scotland. It's going to a place called Polmadie. I wish I was in Australia. I could do with another summer. They only smoke 26 every 3 days. Yeah, there's something odd coming up the track and I can't work. Yeah, perhaps trying Polmadie. Yeah, this is where this train's going to, Polmadie, and it's marked off as a Lumo, which is a bit odd. According to the diagrams, it says Lumo, which I don't believe. And yet it's being run by the Rail Operations Group, so I just haven't a clue what the hell it is. 2220005, no idea. Pronounced as Polmadie. Polmadie. Rocky Steel Vlogs Adventures. Rocky Steel Vlogs Adventures. How we doing? Yep. Polmadie. Going to Palma. I own a moon house. I own a house in Palma. That one kid, hi there. Hello, Geo79. There goes the class 390. You go near there on our train, Rocky Seal Bench. I'm fine, thank you. Okay, Rocky Seal Bench. I'm doing good. This message was held with review. Warm and wet, yeah. So you're going today up the Great Ocean Drive. And always take care of yourself and your family. Excellent. Will do. Because she wants to, Teesside. Why do you play on your PlayStation? Or your Xbox? Hello, Marilu Sagaro. How are we doing? Because it's bad for you. I don't care. You care about... Bad for you. I care about lives. Nice your job. I give up. I'm from the Philippines. Excellent. I never knew Oz had penguins, yeah. So does New Zealand. Oh, yes. Any updates on the asylum seeker? No. Won't mind doing the Garn train journey in Australia. Excellent, yeah. I won't mind that either. I won't mind going to Australia full stop. Or New Zealand. It's the United Kingdom. England. In England. I'm a go train spotting today. Excellent. Richard Rave, Ted likes trains. Hello there. How are we doing? How much are we talking? Where I've been has been friendly upset one place. I don't want to sit on a live and watch trains like a sad. Oh my god, Josh Farah. Let's have a little look at your channel. Oh, it's him again. It's the one who looks gay. Sorry, it's been before. No, I'm just seeing your haircut, mate. Yeah, I've just got shots of him. Yeah, I had a look at his page. He's no subscribers, no mates, and a very odd looking haircut. No, they don't. They don't. No subscribers. Nothing better to do, and you can tell obviously it's holiday time as well, isn't it now? It's half term as well, so they all crawl out of the woodwork, unfortunately. I blame the parents. They don't keep an eye on them and don't control their internet habits. Yeah. I don't mind, you get them in every day. We get them in all the time, it's good fun. I always have a look at the channel, and he made the mistake of putting his face on it, so that just made it more game. It shows how low his IQ is. If you're going to troll people, don't put your photo up. And there goes the mystery train. And I had a clue what class that was. It were down as a 222005 or something, but I had no idea what that were that just went past. But it's on behalf of Lumo, being operated by the Rail Operations Group. And it's going to Palmedy, which is a depot in Scotland. Palmedy. Anyway, folks, I'm going to knock it on the head now, and then I shall be back at 1 p.m. thereabouts, if that's okay with you. So I'll catch you all later. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all at 1 p.m. Bye for now. I'm saying bye for now. I have to undo my camera.